Hello everybody, it's me again, Michael, and today we have another special episode of our podcast, and therefore I have again invited a special guest. Very welcome. Who are you?
Okay, I'm your daddy.
Oh.
No, that's Dieter Pfister from MAINCOR. Welcome to everybody. And I must say I'm very glad that we could talk about a very special thing today.
Okay, Dieter, aka Daddy. So our special topic is, it was already a bit announced to the public, and internally most of the team will already know it, but we have a special goal, and you had a big vision about a wind power station for our own company to use the wind as an energy source. How does it come?
Yes, during the last years we had every time considerations, what could we do about the energy supply? First of all, energy is in the meantime very expensive. Second, then we have to take care about our environment, about our world. And so we started years ago already about the wind power station to look what is possible from the technology side. But it was a problem in Bavaria because we had a lot of restrictions, and so it was nearly impossible to realize a wind power station, economical wind power station. And during the years it changed, especially since February 2022. In the part of other possibilities, we had realized already all the chances with solar power, that we have Photovoltaic now in all our buildings. We have it also outside of the buildings. And we are producing now in the meantime 2.2 million kilowatt hours per year. And that's approximately 20% of our need during the year.
Sounds very reasonable, and also I know that you are the numbers guy. But again, if you go back to the idea, it's how does it come? Do you wake up in the morning and think, well, our own wind power station, that would be my dream?
No, that's not only my idea, but I'm very open. I had discussions with my wife Gudrun. She said we need wind power. I had discussions with Tom Zeiler, also with you, with Tobias Kuhn, and so on. And so years ago, we checked then the market together with Dr. Zeiler, what power supply is possible. And the problem was it was not very economical. And the second biggest problem was that we wouldn't get any approval.
Okay, so
and
it was
that's changed.
Not possible and not really attractive also. Yes. From the figures. And the change was then in the approval possibility and in the costs of energy.
Yes, both. We have the motivation now with the costs because we are a German producer, German supplier. Made in Germany is for us a big point. But we have to be competitive because we are exporting worldwide into 63 countries with nearly 50% of our sales. And we have high labor costs here in Germany, that's clear, but we have very good workers here. But now if the energy is also too expensive, then it would make it nearly impossible to produce in Germany. And here we had to find a solution for that we could stay here in Knetzgau and Schweinfurt.
As a core value for the company, to produce local and act global?
Yes, I think that here we have a clear opinion that we want to be international, but we want to have our production here, that we had the full control about quality, efficiency and so on. And that we could take care about the environment.
Okay. Yeah, that's a nice combination, especially if you think about what you mentioned before the podcast. The height of the wind power station will be really impressive. Huh?
Yes, we started 3 years ago first to say, okay, maybe 50 meters, but it was not economical. Then 100, 120, 160 meters. Now in the meantime, we will reach something between 240 and 260 meter height of the wind power station. And that's quite impressive if you compare then it with the size of our buildings.
Is there any building you have in mind internationally or also Germany which is the same size?
The same size. We are quite higher than the Köln Dome. We are higher than all the buildings here in our lower Franconian area.
TV tower?
I don't have any building in mind at the moment, but it's quite big.
It's quite big. So also in the future it will be a real highlight, which is not easy to oversee when somebody's visiting us or is coming to Knetzgau or passing by.
Yes, that's a point we cannot change. You will see then such a wind power station because we have to overcome other problems than about the environment, about the noise, about the animals in the sky, on the ground, in the soil, and so on. We have checked it already, and it seems so that we could realize a wind power station.
About what time frame do you think this might be possible?
That's a very good question, Michael, because they said to me we need between 3 and 6 years. But that was in the former times. Now I'm very hopeful. And
former times means last year.
Because we got the support also from the community in Knetzgau. And it seems so that it could be realized between 1.5 and 2 years. It's also a long time, but we have to check for nearly 12 months everything about the animals in the soil, on the earth, or in the sky, that we are not harming any animal. But now in the meantime also you have technology with sensors in the wind power station that it's driving slower the rotor if a bird is flying into the rotor, that you could avoid a crash.
Okay, that's very interesting. So 1.5 to 2 years, seems not to be too far away, because also there has to be a lot of preparation done. But also our location in Knetzgau, maybe it's not the most windy place in Germany, but on the other side, I think we have a big advantage by the motorway being just right around the corner for us.
Yes, it would be much more easier if we could stay at the East Sea, North Sea or so, because they have 5,700 to 6,000 hours wind. We have something around 2,700 to 3,200 wind hours per year. So we have to go into the sky, because as low as you are with your wind power station, as low is than the wind, and it's not so continuous blowing. But if you're going higher, then you have more wind hours per year.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so the numbers guy is back.
Yeah, it's every time the same.
But if we are already speaking about the numbers, I think we have at the moment about 20 to 25% of energy we are using, that is from the sun energy, from solar. And what do you think we can achieve with that own wind power station for the future in sustainability point of view, but also in being independent, maybe a little bit even of the public grid?
Yes, we could reach, if we would have then the wind power station, something around 80% of our energy would be produced as renewable energies, and I think that's a very big success. But it's not only then the wind power, it's not only the solar energy, it's also then a lot of small activities, and we have the support from the whole team here in MAINCOR. We have energy scouts, our young people looking and searching where could we save energy. Because the best energy is if you don't need this energy. And here we are looking around that the lights switching on automatically and a lot of things, that you are do a preheating for plastics, that you have a protection for the extruders, that you don't lose then the temperature. So a lot of activities are at the moment on the way, that we could be competitive and that we could do a small step to support the world environmentally.
So we have the perfect marriage hand in hand of cost saving and generating some profits, but at the same time also doing something good for the environment and for a sustainable future of us, the society, and our company.
Yes, because we have the clear plan. We want to have made in Germany, but we must be competitive. And if you have the combination of ecology and economy, that is the best way that we could work on a long time successful with our customers together. And our team is also fascinated about our new ways. At the moment, it's a problem that we don't have battery solutions that we could also then use the wind energy from the weekend during the week. But we are very hopeful, and we are working with universities and with R&D companies together. If maybe during the next 1, 2, 3 years we will have a solution then to use the complete energy for our production.
That sounds really very promising. How do you see the chances? If you would say today, just write your own guess, is it possible? Will it work with all the approvals, everything, with the animals, with the government, with all the permissions? Will we get them?
We will get it. At the moment, I'm relatively sure, 99.9%.
Ooh,
do you like the
shots
numbers?
Fired.
I'm thinking more about than the battery solutions for the future. That's our next step.
Oh, so you're already next step. Yeah, that's very interesting.
We have to look to a bright future, and here it's necessary, especially in Germany, to have new technologies to be competitive in the future.
Was also our strength in the past and should be our strength in the future to survive in a very strong competition on the big quality impression and point of view, and on the same side being a driver for sustainable energy sourcing. Yeah, well, from my side, that's it. Do you have any?
I have my dream that we will be in 1.5 years, maybe 2 years, in Knetzgau, and then in the height of 160 meters where the rotor is fixed, and look into our lower Franconian nice area.
That will be a part my colleague Tobias will take care of, and we'll go up with you. I will wait for you downstairs.
Okay. So, we will see and we will inform you.
Take care, guys. Thanks for listening. If you have any topic wishes or anything else, please let us know. Of course, we are no English native speakers. I still hope you could understand what we were talking about. If not, maybe it was still nice anyway. So thanks for listening, and yeah.
Stay with us. Bye-bye.